You and me, we ain't nothing alike. Let's set the record straight. Those words you say, they hold no weight, they like. Let's set the record straight. You'll never break the man before you're out.
Hello everyone, welcome back to another Diecast review. Today we have a dual Diecast review on the 2022 Alex Bowman primary paint scheme. And we kind of have to have a little talk about this one because, I mean, honestly, it's not very good, but, so me being a huge Alex Bowman fan, I like a lot of accuracy when it comes to these diecasts. So the main thing here is the white. It is supposed to be a very, a copy paper white, a super, like a snow white, and it's more of like a cream color. It looks like it's been sitting in somebody's barn unopened for I don't know, 15 decades. And personally, I'm not really a fan of that because it's supposed to be, again, a very snow white. Well, for example, it's supposed to be something like this. Now you can tell a major difference. It's supposed to be this color, and it came out that color. So, I'm only kind of disappointed because, one, it's super inaccurate, and two, Hendrick approved of this color to be used. And I don't know why. Now, I actually picked up the hauler today for this paint scheme, and it was the same color. It was that same cream color. So I'm really hoping that whenever that Las Vegas one comes out for the 164 and the 124, I'm really hoping that it's a normal standard white instead of just kind of this cream color. Because if it's the cream color, I'm going to be sad because that's not accurate to the actual car. And of course, with it being a race version, it's supposed to be even more accurate, so the color should even be more on point, but, I guess we're just going to have to kind of find that out. So, first things first, let's look at the boxes, because this is two different editions. One is the metal chassis, and this one is just a standard. So, with that, the only difference is a metal chassis. Now, of course, back in 2021, we had rubber tires and a metal chassis, but then they took the tires away from us for whatever reason. That is a classic Lionel move there. But the boxes are a little different, and I mean just barely. So for the metal chassis, you got die-cast body and chassis, limited edition adult collectible, and you got none of that down here. This is just 4 and up. I don't know why there's a difference between adult collectible and just 4 and up. Of course, the Cup Series is switched over there. Now, there is something I have noticed about this Hendrick box. I don't know about... What about the Larson? Yeah. Okay, so I kind of pointed out how some of these boxes, or I thought all the boxes, did not have a team. Like you can see the Eric Jones, there is no team on the box. But for the Hendrick cars, they have Hendrick on the boxes. So I don't know if that was a requirement for these to be made or what. But as far as I can tell, for the 2022 boxes, in terms of having the team logo on it, Hendrick is the only one. So, I don't know, I kind of thought that was interesting. But either way, we're going to actually take a look at the standard one first, then we will switch to the metal chassis, which really should be no difference other than the bottom, which nobody can really see anyway. So, let's go ahead and take a closer look at the metal chassis and the standard edition of this paint scheme. So here's the diecast out of the box, and first things first, I kind of see some quality issue with this car, and I don't mean the color. I mean, you can see on the 8, there's a little scratch. On the Ally, there's a lot of scratches. Let's see, you can see that on the bottom, the skirt doesn't really line up that well. There's a couple paint chips on the spoiler, and I mean a couple, so that's quite interesting. So I might have to take a look at the other one I have, because I got 2 of them, and I'll see which one's better, and I'll turn the other one into a custom. So, yeah, already, straight out the gate, there's some quality issues with the car, so that's always fantastic. Again, just straight out, from the beginning, it was the color of the car, the base color, which was completely wrong. But, we had these decal issues on top of it, and it just kind of turns into a bad piece of work. But, there's that, I guess. Got Ally 30,000 times on the hood here. Of course, you got the little vents, I guess you call it, the ventilation system in the hood. Now, fun fact, these are decaled, but on the actual car, not the 124, but on the actual race car, if you open the hood, those vents stay in place. At least on the Fords. I don't know if it's for all of them, but at least on the Fords, those vents are not part of the hood. They are completely separate and, kind of mounted into the, engine bay. So I thought that was pretty interesting there. Of course, you got Bowman right there on the name banner. See, look, there is the white you're supposed to use. This text would have been perfect, or the same color would have been perfect, but, you know, it is what it is. I really hope the Ally Best Friends is not the same way either. 48 right there. Of course, you got Ally Do It Right. Lionel did it wrong, but, you know, we're not going to talk about that. So I got Bowman right here on the back name banner, of course. Ooh, got a little bit of black on that shark fin, too. Don't really know what's going on there. And we got some more decal issues. You can see from, like, where the window is down to the Do It Right. You got that little line going on there. Not really too sure what's going on with that. I really wish they kind of took the time to fix this. Now, last year, for the primary paint scheme, they had the color wrong. If you remember in the Authentics line, it was like a really light purple. And then this one, you know, again, the color was off. Last year, they actually released the light-colored one in the Authentics, and then they actually fixed the Gold Series edition. That way, it was more of a darker purple, but I kind of wish they would do that. But, I mean, it literally took... It was either almost till December or up until December to release Bowman's primary for 2021. Just the primary. So... I mean, I kind of wish they would have went back and fixed this, but at the same time, it was approved by Hendrick, and not only that, you know, I'm kind of glad to still have a Bowman card nonetheless, but, you know, I do wish the color was a lot more accurate than it is now. But I guess the only way you can kind of fix that is if you kind of strip it apart and make it custom yourself, which I'm going to do for the Pride car eventually. I don't know when I'll be able to do that, but I will get to that some other time. Got Ally Do It Right there on the deck lid, on the back end here. That's something I just realized I'm not really going to be able to decal, is these pop rivets on the back. I might be able to tape it off and see if I can do it that way. My cat keeps bothering me, I'm sorry. So I got Ally right there. I like how the L's are like on the bow tie. That looks really good. Got the taillights back here. Valvoline, Do It Right, Camaro, ZL1, and of course the 48 there on the side. On the side of the back bumper. Over here, got Do It Right, HendrickCars.com. Got the brand new wheels with this weird, it's not like a super silver, but it's like a, I don't know, it's kind of like an in-between type silver for the wheels. I don't really know how to explain it. It's like a, I don't know, it's more of like a metal color than a silver, so it's kind of weird. I don't really know how accurate that is. But personally, I would have liked just some black rims. I feel like that would have done just fine. Got Valvoline right there. Of course, you got the little stripes there on the back. Got Alex Bowman, Acronis, Exalta, not Freightliner. Freightliner's underneath Cincinnati. Cincinnati, Freightliner, Mac Tools, and Simons there. Got the Ally 48 right there. Very, very dark and weird color. Again, I'm not really digging the paint scheme too much in terms of the color. Now, that's another thing. This paint scheme, I definitely do not prefer it to the 2021 edition, but it kind of grew on me, and then having this weird Grand Mall white color just kind of killed it for me. I mean, it really did. Especially on camera, it picks up the color a lot better. Like, if you're looking at it in person, it doesn't look as Grand Mall-like as it is on camera. So that's another reason why this paint scheme kind of kills it for me. Or not even the paint scheme, but this is why this color kind of kills it for me, but... You know, once again, can't really do much about it unless you strip it and make it yourself. Got NASCAR Cup Series Goodyear, which should have been, I mean, yellow, maybe. That way it didn't blend into the rest of the colors there. Got the Sunoco and the 48, of course. Got the front end right here. Decal pretty decently, I would say. Hendrick, got a little something there. And then, of course, you got Sunoco over there as well. So let's kind of zoom out on this here. And then let's bring in the metal chassis edition, which is, you know, a lot heavier because, of course, it is got a metal base to it instead of just a plastic one. But as I said earlier, there is no, it's plastic tires. There is no rubber tires anymore. So here's the metal. You can see all nice and shiny there. And then here's the plastic. So you can really tell quite the difference. But that's only the difference. And you can only see it underneath the car. So I only got it because I am a collector. You know, I like Bowman quite a bit. So... You know, typically I'm going to have a lot of his stuff, and I hated buying the metal chassis edition, especially knowing that there was no rubber wheels, but, I mean, I'm a completionist. I like, you know, to complete a lot of whatever Bowman cars has been released. I'm looking for a couple of them right now, but I'm still trying to get my hands on those, so hopefully we can kind of update the Bowman collection here very, very soon. But yeah, unfortunately, that is the only difference is the metal chassis. I mean, that is it. I wish they would go back to the rubber wheels, but something tells me they're not going to. And partially, the only reason I feel like they did the rubber tires to begin with is maybe they had just a buttload of them, and then for the new ones, they didn't feel like making new ones, so they just didn't really continue that. Again, quite unfortunate, but, you know, it is what it is. So with that being said, that will be all for this dual diecast review. So thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you in the next video.